You know, I believe the Eagles are a playoff team. They're a playoff team. I'm guessing around 10, 11 wins. And if you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. That said, if Howie Roseman can make one more big move, it could put this team in the Super Bowl.
Still the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly. Scary Cooper, asshole.
Oh, Diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans.
Dallas still stinks. Everybody doing? King Dingbat here. Let me first start off by saying thank you so much for everybody that joined my channel membership. I'm blown away by the amount of support you guys give me. I can't believe it. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm just amazed by how much support you guys give me, and I really appreciate it. Love you, all of you guys, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you so very, very much from the bottom of my heart, because I wasn't expecting that. Thank you so much. The other thing, I will be doing a live stream later today. We'll talk some Eagles, talk some maybe Cowboys, Giants, football. We'll just have some fun. So if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, ring that dingbat bell, because you're not going to want to miss it at all. Now, when it comes to the Eagles, you guys know, I think that the Eagles are a playoff team. I think at the very least, they win 10 or 11 games if they can stay relatively healthy, if they could have a good start early in the year. I think they're at least a playoff team, can win their division, can go ahead, win at least one round in the playoffs, and then maybe, they go into the second round of the playoffs and they get hot, they go on a run. Anything can happen. It's possible. No question about it. It's possible. However, where we're at right now, today, if this team would just make maybe one more good move, this team could go from 10, 11 wins to maybe 12 and 13 wins. I really think that they're really close to having a chance to be one of the top 2 teams in the NFC. Okay, I believe that about this team. But they got to make one more move. And what the move is, I think it has to be on the defensive side of the ball. I think the Eagles need to try to add a pass rusher. That's what I want to see them do. Now, we all would love Yannick Ngakoue. I get it. I know. I understand. And here's my thing with him. I think the Eagles should play it smart. If you're going to get a Yannick Ngakoue, the only way that you're going to be able to afford it is to wait until the trade deadline. And he's going to have to hold out until then. And I think it's going to happen. I don't think the Jags are going to trade him anytime soon. Okay? But if you can hold out to like the trade deadline with Yannick, then turn around, trade for him, you probably would get him fairly cheap. Then he signs his franchise tag. He's only getting paid for half of the season. He's only going to get paid for half of a season. You'll have him. Now, at the end of the year, you could let Brandon Graham go. You could maybe trade Derek Barnett. You could move him if you don't think he's the guy. But you can worry about signing Yannick to an extension at the end of the year. And I think if the Eagles could add a guy like that, this defense, I believe, goes from possibly a top 10 to a top 5. I believe that this defense would be great. I really do. The Eagles love defensive linemen. They love pass rushers. They love to rotate in and out. So even if you have Brandon Graham, even if you have Derek Barnett, you can rotate those guys in for 1 year with Yannick Ngakoue. You can do it for 1 year, especially if he's coming at the trade deadline halfway through the season. It's going to take him time to be the starter. He could just work in the rotation for the rest of the year. That's the move to make at the trade deadline. Okay, but if the Eagles don't want to wait, if they decide, hey, you know what, we don't want to wait that long, then you got Jadeveon Clowney sitting out there, okay? He's sitting out there right now. You could get him probably on a 1 year deal for like $15, $16 million. It's expensive, I get it, but it's just for 1 year, okay? And then at the end of the year, he probably have to go, but so be it. But at least for this year, you can make a little run here, because a guy like that in that rotation with Barnett and Brandon Graham would be huge for the Eagles. And I know a lot of people hate him. I get it. You don't like him because why? Because he hit Carson Wentz with the cheap shot. I get it. I don't like that either. I'm pissed off about that shot still to this day. That said, if he could come in and help us, I could let it go. And matter of fact, Carson Wentz has said that much. He has said he holds no ill will against Clowney. He let it go. He respects him as a player. You can't tell me that they can't work this situation out. Now, the other thing is he came after us fans. Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, that happens. I guess it happens. We got to let it go. If he goes out and double moonwalks Dak Prescott's ass, if he goes out and destroys Jared Goff week 2, I don't think we're going to care too much. You know what I mean? If it means our defense getting that much better, I think you got to do it. The Eagles need one move. And I got to tell you, I'm still bothered by them not getting DeAndre Hopkins. If they would have done that move, that would have been the move to take us over. But as of right now, where we're at right now, I think the Eagles got to make one more move. I think they got to try to make one move to kind of put them in true contention. Now, they could be in contention anyways because I think they're going to get the playoffs. But if you really want to solidify it, one more move is what they got to make, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that this team has got one move left. And I got to think that they do. I think there's a good possibility we'll see Jason Peters back, right? I think we all know that. I don't think they're going to bring in another running back. We talked about that. They got Corey Clement, and I kind of think that they're going to be good with what they have. And I think that's where they're going to go. I think really, if they're going to make a move, it's going to be on the defensive side of the ball. The Eagles, they don't value the linebackers as much as we would like them to. So I could see them ignoring that situation. They really did a lot in the secondary. So I think the move to make, the move that makes a lot of sense right now, if you can't trade for Yannick Ngakoue, is to go out and get Jadeveon Clowney. You got to go do it. Seattle it recently came out like yesterday, Seattle's not going to bring him back. He is gone. So he is not going there. There's a chance he could end up with the Giants. There's a chance that he could end up in Tennessee, okay? I think the Eagles, if they could add him at like a 1 year deal, $15-16 million, he comes in and he rotates with Barnett and Brandon Graham. That would be awesome. Now, who's going to start all those kind of things? Let it go by production. Let it go by production. Who's producing, who's playing good, can start and get the most snaps. This guy wants a big payday come next year. I mean, because look, the thing about Jadeveon Clowney is people say, oh, Jadeveon Clowney, he's not motivated every snap. He takes plays off. And sometimes it's true. But when he's motivated to play and he wants to play, he can be dominating. And I'll tell you, what's more motivating to a guy like that than having to have a great year to get a huge payday? I think the Eagles, they're wasting their time. I think they should go out and sign Jadeveon Clowney. He said he'll take a 1 or 2 year deal. He's willing to do that, and they were saying somewhere between $15 and $17 million. I think the Eagles are $23 million under the cap. I think I would do that, and I would do it right away, because just for 1 year, you have that really good pass rush. Maybe it lights a fire under Derek Barnett. The biggest thing is going to have to get over what he said to the fans. He's going to have to make a peace when it comes to that. But in my opinion, I think the Eagles should take a shot on Jadeveon Clowney. I think we're wasting our time, because I think this is a 10 or 11 win team. And if you can find a way to upgrade the defense, which the most likely area would be that defensive end position, I think you could go from 10, 11 wins to maybe 11, 12 wins, somewhere in there, and be very scary come playoff time. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys later today. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.